Was he more confident than Josh McDaniels? He probably was at some point. But listen, but you can't be every place at the same time. You listen, football is about the details, and it's about the little things, right? It's about doing the little things great, and you can't keep your eye on everybody and still do the same thing and still be the head coach. The head coach is like the manager, the supervisor, right? And I think he's putting too much on his plate, and I think that the team is going to suffer for it.
Let me tell you something as a beat writer, someone who covers the NFL and has been in the position where we have to ask the same question every single day until we find an answer. That is what they're doing in New England. That's what they've been doing since March. And Bill Belichick responded that, well, we don't have to play a game anytime soon. I'm not going to name who's going to be in Mac Jones' headset this year. He likes this. As much as he likes to, placate that he doesn't want to be asked these questions. He doesn't want to, have to constantly go back and forth with you about who the offensive coordinator, who the defensive coordinator is. Bill Belichick secretly likes having kind of that little edge. And you know what? He already knows who the offensive coordinator is going to be. He already knows who's going to be in Mac Jones' headset. He knows who's going to be calling the defense, because this is somebody who understands the second year of a quarterback's development is a tipping point that could potentially either ruin the guy's career or put him in position to succeed. So I don't think they're going to be just playing around with this throughout training camp. Hey, Joe Judge, you call plays one day. Matt Patricia, who's never called offensive plays, I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but apparently he's in the mix. You call plays one day, I'll call play on the third day. That's not going to work. He already has a system in place. He's just not saying anything about it. The benefit for Mac Jones right now is that he's in a Bill Belichick-led system. And Belichick makes this thing a well-oiled machine. It's us on the outside who are never let in. That thing is it's armor that you cannot crack. So yeah, I am fully convinced he knows exactly what he's going to do this year with Mac Jones, the mind games, all of the gamesmanship. I mean, because he thinks every tiny little thing gives another team that's a disadvantage for the Patriots, a competitive disadvantage. So he's going to play this thing out to the last possible second until somebody asks Mac Jones, hey, who was in your headset week one? Then we'll find out who the play caller is going to be.
Bill Belichick has won 6 Super Bowls. He's the greatest coach since Lombardi. He's number 2, if not number 1 all time. If Bill Belichick says, you know what, this is the way we're going to do it, I'm going to believe in Bill Belichick. He has earned the right to run his staff any way he wants to run it. He's been coaching since 1976. He's coached every position of a football team. His first job was coaching fullbacks at Detroit. He's coached, and he worked for Marcia Broda. He's coached offense, he's coached defense, he's coached special teams. He knows, this is what he is, he's an idiot savant. He knows every position on that field, exactly what they're supposed to do on every single play of the game. Every play. And every spot. You played, I didn't, but I guarantee he knows what the inside linebacker is supposed to do, what the backup offensive guard is supposed to do, and what the gunner is supposed to do on special teams. So if he decides, you know what, I got Judge and I got Patricia, 2 former NFL coaches who stunk.
Former failed.
They failed.
Exactly.
I understand. And so did McDaniels. He failed too.
Yeah.
Before we put him in the Hall of Fame with the Raiders. But when you think about that from his perspective, I have to trust him that he knows what he's doing with his coaching.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.